Hello, hello, it's Mark Barda, your weekly insight into anything queer, the queermosphere. I had a busy week of job searching. I am currently in the process of accepting a new position. They just have to go through the logistics and it should be a-okay. So let's see what last week has brought us. Dad cracks the internet up with a response to a child being homophobic. Jeopardy champion Amy Schneider gets married, and students misgender and threaten to rape a transgendered teacher as she fought back. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to it. Robbie Pierce, husband of Advocate editorial director Nir Boverman, has the internet cracking up with his epic response to a child repeating homophobia he heard at home. A random unattended 7-year-old at the park told me and my son that gay people are the devil and are going to hell. Pierce's son rolled his eyes, and the boy said it was true because God said so. But Robbie told the kid that his parents made up God to make their kids do what they want, and his eyes got big. In a later tweet, Pierce justified his response. "I'm sorry, but if you teach your kids to hate, I'm going to teach them to disobey you." Earlier this year, Pierce and Boverman and their children were accosted on the Amtrak train by a man who called the gay dads pedophiles who stole their children and that they were not a family. They were both racists and they stole their kids, their Asian and black children. The man yelled at the family, "You guys are not natural. Homosexuals are an abomination." Well, I guess even 7-year-olds need to be read at times. Out transgender queer Jeopardy champion Amy Schneider and partner Genevieve Davis announced this week that they have married. The couple shared on social media along with wedding photos. They were delighted to announce that on May 9th, they were married in a small private ceremony at the Alameda County Recorder. They will be having a traditional wedding next summer, but their lives had been so busy this year to get into planning that they couldn't wait that long to proclaim their love and commitment to one another. Schneider rose to fame with her 40-game winning streak on Jeopardy! It remains the second longest winning streak in the show's history, and she's the first out transgendered person to qualify for the Jeopardy! Tournament of Champions. She's also one of the women with the most consecutive wins and one of the first women to win over $1 million on the show. In March, Schneider described the moment when Davis proposed to her. The couple had friends over for drinks when Davis popped the question. "I came out and she was on one knee and her friends had brought out balloons that they had hidden, and one of them was filming it. It was completely shocking at the moment." Schneider said she insisted on proposing to Davis as well. Well, a big congratulations to Amy Schneider and her new wife, Genevieve Davis. Well, students misgender and threaten to rape a transgendered teacher, and she fights back and wins. She transferred schools thinking that the abuse would get better, but it got much worse before she received an undisclosed amount in a settlement. When Jennifer Eller first began transitioning in 2011, she was an English school teacher at Kenmore Middle School in Maryland. That year, the students began calling her a pedophile, and a human resources worker said that her therapist's note about her transition was garbage before insisting that she present as a male at the school. Another administrator told her not to wear skirts because it makes the others feel uncomfortable. Students and parents repeatedly called her a tranny and a pedophile and misgendered her. Her students regularly called Ella Mr., a he, she, and an it, and a guy in a dress, and they asked about her genitals. One threatened to rape her and make her their girlfriend. She reported the rape threat, but the school principal said he couldn't do anything about it. Ella said she filed formal harassment and discrimination complaints with school officials in response. The school officials retaliated against her. The school removed Eller from teaching, accusing her of being too friendly with students. Later, administrators and staff basically accused her of shouting at students and making them fear for their safety. She eventually resigned from teaching in 2017, citing a need to protect her own mental and physical health. The school district recently settled with Eller for an undisclosed amount. The district also put into place policies and administrative procedures for handling future transphobia, and these changes were part of the settlement agreement. More than 1 in 4 trans people have lost their job due to bias, and nearly 75% have experienced some form of workplace discrimination, according to the National Center for transgender equality. Here's hoping Miss Eller can get back into the classroom and do what she was brought on this earth to do, teach young minds, no matter how small they may be. Well, all that's it for me this Sunday. Everyone have a great rest of their weekend, and I hope you're prepared to start it all over this next week. I will see you next Sunday. Do me a favor, check out lgbtqnation.com. If you see an article that you think I should mention in one of my videos, just let me know in a comment or DM. If you've yet to follow my feed, please comment and subscribe so you get my weekly videos in your feed. And as always, start out by being nice. But girl, if it's your birthday and they don't bring you a damn present, burn the bitch good. All right, that's all I got.